Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om. Sri Guru Samhita, the legend of the Supreme Guru, original in Marathi as Sri Guru Charitra by Sri Gangadhara Saraswati, composition in Sanskrit by His Holiness Sri Vasudevananda Saraswati, also known as Tembe Maharaj. This translation into English is provided by Dr. Narasimhaswamy Banavara. Chapter 49. The Greatness of Gandharva Nagara and the Destruction of the Sins of the Supreme Guru's Sister. Salutations to Lord Ganapati. Salutations to Lord Dattatreya. 1. The great disciple Namadharaka happily saluted the feet of Guru Siddha. He folded his hands and with great devotion asked Guru Siddha. 2. Namadharaka asked, O Guru Siddha, the Supreme Guru is indeed the incarnation of the Trinity Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva in a human form. But why did he choose to reside in Gandharva Nagara? 3. There are countless holy places on this earth. What is so great about Gandharva Nagara that the Supreme Guru chose it above all the other places? 4. O Lord, please describe to me the greatness of Gandharva Nagara in detail. Saying this, Namadharaka held on to the feet of Guru Siddha and sincerely requested him. 5. Hearing Namadharaka's words, Guru Siddha happily said, O Namadharaka, listen, I shall tell you this in detail. 6. The holy festival of Deepavali occurs on the Chaturdashi, that is the 14th day of the dark half of the month of Ashwayuja. On that day, the Supreme Guru advised his disciples to bathe in the Trishali, that is tri-site. 7. The Tri-sthali are the three holy sites of Kashi, Gaya and Prayaga. Everybody was excited to go to these three holy places along with their families. They packed their essential items along with some food for the journey. 8. Hearing about these arrangements, the Supreme Guru laughed and said, the Trishali are right here near this village, so why do you need to pack food? 9. I shall come to these places along with you. Saying this, the Supreme Guru went with the others to the Sangama and bathed in the river Amaraja along with all the disciples. 10. Then he began to describe the greatness of the Sangama. The Supreme Guru said, a bath here at the Sangama is equivalent to the bath in the holy pilgrimage site of Prayaga. Bathing in the Shatkula Tirtha is even more meritorious. Note, Prayaga has the confluence of the three holy and divine rivers Ganga, Yamuna and the subterranean Saraswati. 11. The Sangama, that is confluence of the rivers Bhima and Amaraja, has extraordinary significance. It is called Tirtharaja, that is the king of pilgrimages, just like the Sangama of the holy rivers Ganga and Yamuna. 12. The Amaraja Sangama is extremely holy and meritorious. The river Amaraja flows northwards at this point. Bathing at this place is even more meritorious than bathing in the holy city of Kashi. 13. There are 8 tirthas, that is, holy bodies of water here. The greatness of each tirtha is limitless and extremely sanctified. 14. Hearing the words of the Supreme Guru, the devotees and the disciples humbly asked, O Lord, where is the origin of the river Amaraja? Why is it called Amaraja? What is its legend? Please tell us. 15. The Supreme Guru said, you have asked an excellent question. Listen, in the Puranas, there is a story about Jalandhara. 16. This Jalandhara was a Rakshasa, that is demon. He won the entire earth. Then he attacked the gods and defeated them. The gods ran away from their city. 17. Jalandhara usurped and occupied the heavens. In the battle between the gods and the demons, several gods were killed. Then Lord Indra, the king of the gods, narrated all these events to Lord Shiva. 18. Lord Indra said, O Lord Shiva, O Master, the demons have killed several gods in the battlefield. They have occupied our cities and our positions. Please do something to help us now. 19. New Rakshasas are being born out of the drops of blood that spill from the bodies of these Rakshasas. As some demons are killed, new demons arise in their place. 20. The three worlds, the heavens, earth, and the nether regions are all filled with these demons. The lineage of the gods, which is weaker than that of the demons, is being wiped out as we speak. 21. Hearing Lord Indra's request, Lord Shiva immediately left to destroy the demons in a fit of rage. He, as Rudra, was furious and looked at as if he would burn up the entire universe. 22. Then Lord Indra said, I shall destroy the demons myself. But, O Lord Shiva, Please tell us a way to revive the gods who were killed in battle. I humbly request you. 23. Then Lord Shiva was pleased and granted to Lord Indra a pot of Amrita, the elixir of life, to revive the gods. 24. Lord Indra brought the Amrita and sprinkled it on all the dead gods. Instantly all the gods got up as if from sleep. 25. While Lord Indra was bringing back the leftover Amrita in the pot, a few drops fell down from the pot. 26. Those drops of Amrita flowed as the mighty river Sanjeevani. Finally, the waters of the river came down to the earth and flowed on the earth as the river Amaraja, that is born from the gods. The river remains true to its name and provides relief from all the sins of the body, mind, and soul. 27. Therefore, whoever bathes in this river with devotion and respect shall never be bothered with death. When this is the case, how could he ever face untimely death? 28. Whoever baths in the water of this divine river shall lead a complete life of 100 years without any sorrows, afflictions, or diseases. All deadly diseases, including the sin of Brahmahatya, that is, killing of a pious Brahman, are destroyed by bathing in this river. 29. The river Amaraja joins with the river Bhima at the Sangama. This Sangama is as famous as the Triveni Sangama at Prayag, where the divine rivers Ganga, Yamuna, and the subterranean Saraswati join together. 30. People who bathe in the Sangama during the months of Vaishaka, Kartika, and Magha shall enjoy all the fruits of this material world and attain salvation at the end. 31. Whoever can afford to should bathe in these waters every day. Otherwise, one should bathe in these waters at least during the solar and lunar eclipse, Shankranti, Ekadashi, that is the 11th day of the lunar calendar, and on the days of the Parvakala. By doing so, one attains infinite merits. Note: Sankranti is the harvest festival held in January, when the sun moves from Sagittarius to Capricorn. 32. If one can afford to bathe in these waters every day, then one should do so. This will vanquish all sorts of sins. By bathing in these beautiful tirthas, one becomes long-lived. 33. This is the greatness of the Sangama. This is an excellent tirtha. In front of the Sangama is the holy Ashwatha tree. There is another beautiful Manohara tirtha near the tree. 34. Just by bathing in this tirtha, all the mind's desires of the devotees shall be fulfilled. The holy Ashwatha tree is the very Kalpavriksha, the all-wish fulfilling celestial tree. What cannot be achieved under the tree, everything can. 35. The holy Ashwatha tree is the Kalpavriksha. This is the truth. There is no doubt in this. A devotee achieves fulfillment of whatever he asks for there. 36. This is the greatness of the Manohara tirtha, that is near the holy Ashwatha tree. It is famous all over the world as a granter of all desires and wishes. 37. Whoever worships this tirtha will have all their wishes fulfilled very quickly. These are as per the words of the Supreme Guru. 38. The Supreme Guru continued, I shall remain here forever. This is certain. Do not doubt my words. Even in this Kali Yuga, I shall grant darshan to anyone who worships me with profound devotion. 39. First, one should worship the holy Ashwatha tree. Then, one should go to the Shiva temple near the Sangama and chant the mantras with devotion and respect in front of Lord Shiva, known there as Sangameshwara. 40. Just as Lord Mallikarjuna Swami resides in Sri Shaila, Sri Rudra resides at the Sangama. The devotee must perform pradakshina, that is circumambulations and namaskaras, that is salutations to Lord Shiva there with profound devotion. 41. A person must first salute Nandi, the bull and vehicle of Lord Shiva. Then, in a clockwise manner, one must go to the northwestern corner of the temple where Chandikeshwara is located and salute him. Then one must go back to Nandi and go near the Somasutra. Note: Chandikeshwara is one of Lord Shiva's attendants. Somasutra is a channel to the right of the Shivalinga through which the waters of the Abhisheka flow out of the inner sanctum. 42. Then one must go back to the Nandi, go again to Chandikeshwara and salute him and go again to the Somasutra. Then one must come back to the Nandi. This is the procedure of Pradakshina for Lord Shiva. 43. Whoever thus performs Pradakshina 3 times and obtains darshan of Lord Shiva near the Nandi shall be freed from all the sins. 44. One must hold Nandi's testicles in one's left hand and Nandi's horns from the top with the thumb and index finger of one's right hand and see Lord Shiva and his moon on Lord Shiva's head, through the hole created between the thumb, index finger and the horns of Nandi. 45. By having darshan of Lord Sangameshwara in this manner and worshipping him, the devotee shall become divine and fortunate. His house shall be filled with wealth, grains, fortune, and eternal prosperity. He shall have several children and grandchildren, and his family shall prosper. 46. Further down there is another Tirtha. This is famous as the very Varanasi Tirtha. This Tirtha originates about half a krosha away in a village by the name of Nagesha. Note, a krosha is a measure of distance equal to about 2.5 miles. 47. Listen to the legend of this Tirtha. This is a true story, not an imaginary one. Previously, there was a Brahmin who hailed from the Bharadwaja Gotra, that is lineage. 48. He was an ardent devotee of Lord Shiva. He was very dispassionate. He remained far from the company of any and all people. He concentrated on performing his rituals every day and on the worship of Lord Shiva. 49. Lord Shiva was very pleased with this Brahmin, and he would always grant darshan to the Brahmin. Therefore, the Brahmin was in a state of eternal bliss. He had no attachment to this mortal body. He would roam all over town. 50. The people of the town would reprimand him, always calling him a pishacha, that is, a flesh-eating demon, and a ghost. This Brahmin had two younger brothers. I shall tell you their names. 51. One was named Ishvara, and the other was named Panduranga. Once both brothers decided to perform a pilgrimage to the holy city of Kashi. 52. They began to make the requisite arrangements and began to pack enough food for the journey. They turned to their elder brother and said, Hey Pishacha, do you want to come with us? What? Tell us soon. 53. That Brahmin was indeed a Brahmagnani, that is, one with divine knowledge. The foolish people of the town considered him to be a Pishacha. Then the Brahmin addressed his brothers and said, Kashi is right here with me. 54. Lord Vishweshwara is also right here with me. I shall show him to you. The brothers were extremely surprised. They said, Then show Kashi and Lord Vishweshwara to us right now. 55. If it is right here, then who will make the arduous journey to Kashi? If you can show Kashi and the Lord right here to us, then we have no problem at all. 56. Being told thus, the Brahmin bathed in the Sangama of the rivers Bhima and Amaraja and began to contemplate on Lord Shiva with a steadfast mind. Lord Shiva appeared before him. 57. Then the Brahmin requested Lord Shiva thus, O Lord, please bless me so that I can obtain darshan of Kashi and Lord Vishweshwara right here every day. Saying this, he held on to the divine feet of Lord Shiva and saluted him with profound devotion. 58. Lord Shiva is Bhaktavatsala, that is, a friend of his devotees. Lord Shiva showed Kashi to the Brahmin right there. He also established the divine Manikarnika Tirtha in a pond right there. 59. The divine linga of Lord Vishweshwara emerged from the middle of the pond. Kashi was established close by to the river Amaraja, which flowed northwards from the pond. 60. Water equal to the celestial river Ganga emerged from that pond. All the signs and symbols of the holy city of Kashi appeared there. 61. The Sangama of the river Bhima and Amaraja is the excellent site of Kashi. The Brahmins, brothers and their families performed their bath there and were contented. They decided that the person they were constantly referring to as Pishacha was in fact a great and learnt man. 62. Then the Brahmin said, O relatives, Lord Vishweshwara has granted me this divine site as Kashi. You have to perform all your rituals right here and nowhere else. 63. O relatives, I am a madman. My name is Goswami. You are both my brothers. You constantly worship Lord Shiva. 64. Come here every year for your annual pilgrimage to Kashi. Thus the enlightened soul advised his brothers. 65. Guru Siddha said, Thus hearing these words of the Supreme Guru, all the devotees and disciples performed their bath and other rituals at the Sangama. O Namadharaka. Then the Supreme Guru left the place and proceeded forward with his disciples. 66. O Namadharaka. This place is the very Kashi. Mounts of merits have emerged here. This is the Varanasi Tirtha. As the divine, as the original Varanasi, do not doubt it. 67. Then the Supreme Guru showed the Papa Vinashi Tirtha to the disciples. Just by bathing in this Tirtha, all sins are burnt up just as a spark burns up a bale of hay in seconds. 68. At the time the Supreme Guru's sister Ratnavati, from the time before he took up sannyasa, came there to obtain his darshan. Ratnavati had committed several deadly sins in her previous lifetime. Immediately the Supreme Guru summoned her and asked her. 69. The Supreme Guru asked Ratnavati, You are my sister. From the time before I took up sannyasa, you have come here to obtain my darshan. Do you remember the sins that I had spoken to you about earlier? These were the sins that you had committed in your previous birth. Tell me. 70. Hearing his words, Ratnavati saluted the Supreme Guru and said, O Lord, I am a woman. I am ignorant as well. I do not know much. How can I remember all those things? 71. You are the very form of the divine and illustrious knowledge. You are omnipresent. You are the Lord of the universe. You are the all-knowing. Please tell me everything in detail. 72. Then the Supreme Guru said, O Ratnavati, you asked me about your sins from your previous birth. Listen. Previously you killed 5 cats. Do you remember them or not? Think about it. 73. Previously a pregnant cat gave birth to a litter of kittens in a large pot. You did not notice that. While the cat and its kittens were still in the pot, you poured water into the pot and put the pot on the fire to heat the water. 74. As a result, all the 5 cats died and you became the cause for their death. I have told you another issue already in the 13th chapter. As he was saying this, the Supreme Guru noticed that leprosy had spread all over Ratnavati's body. 75. Seeing the Supreme Guru looking at her, Ratnavati was very frightened. She held on to the feet of the Supreme Guru and humbly saluted him. She said, O Ocean of Mercy, O Supreme Guru, please have mercy upon this miserable woman. 76. Just as sinners go to the divine city of Kashi to relieve themselves of their sins, I have come to you seeking refuge and relief from my sins. 77. Then the Supreme Guru said, O Ratnavati, you have acquired several sins. You will experience the consequences of those sins in your next life or in this present life itself. Tell me. 78. Ratnavati said, O Lord, I am a sinner. I have spent several lifetimes in suffering. I seek refuge in your divine feet with the hope that I can attain salvation in this life. 79. I am tired of lakhs of lifetimes. That is why I hold on to your lotus feet now. My wish is to experience the consequences of all my sins right now in this lifetime and be completely freed from all sins. 80. Hearing her words, the Supreme Guru said, O good lady, go immediately to Papa Vinashi Tirtha. Perform Sankalpa, that is Solomon vow, and then perform the ritual bath. You will be cured of your disease immediately. 81. Bathe in the Papa Vinashi Tirtha every day. All the sins that you have committed in your past 7 lifetimes shall be destroyed. When this is the case, this leprosy is no big deal. 82. Guru Siddha said, O Namadharaka, I myself was the witness for this miracle. As soon as Ratnavati bathed in the Tirtha, her leprosy disappeared completely. 83. This is the greatness of Papa Vinashi Tirtha. Sins from 7 lifetimes are destroyed by bathing in this extremely holy Tirtha. 84. Hearing the legend of this Tirtha, Ratnavati was overwhelmed. She built a small house in that village and remained close to the Papa Vinashi Tirtha. 85. From there, the Supreme Guru showed his disciples the holy and auspicious Koti Tirtha. He said, just by bathing in this Tirtha, all sins are destroyed. 86. All the Tirthas of the Jambudvipa, that is the Indian subcontinent, are present right here. Bathing in this Koti Tirtha, one shall become purified. I shall tell you about his greatness. Listen. 87. One should perform a sankalpa, that is Solomon vow. Then one should bathe in that tirtha during the solar and lunar eclipse, on the full moon, new moon, and other days of the Parvakala, on the days of Sankarmana, on the first day of the lunar fortnight, and such auspicious days. 88. By doing so, one attains the same merits as one would by donating 1 crore ornately decorated cows along with their calves. There is no doubt in this. 89. Even if a person donates 1 cow here, he will attain the merits of donating 1 crore of cows. This is the greatness of this Tirtha. 90. Then the Supreme Guru proceeded further to the Rudra Tirtha. Showing this Tirtha to his disciples, he said that this Tirtha is equal to the holy pilgrimage of Gaya. He explained the greatness of the Rudra Tirtha. 91. If one performs the same rituals here as one would perform in the holy Gaya, and if one worships Lord Shiva, then all sins occurred from 1 crore of lifetimes are destroyed instantly. 92. Further down is the Chakra Tirtha. This is extremely holy. Lord Keshava, that is another name for Lord Vishnu, resides near this Tirtha. This is an excellent spot to garner merits. 93. Just by bathing in the Tirtha, even a lowly person shall become highly knowledgeable. If one immerses ashes of the cremated in the Tirtha and the ashes form a discus-like spiral, then one garners merits 4 times the merits one would attain from a pilgrimage to the holy city of Dwaraka. 94. Hearing those words of the Supreme Guru, everyone bathed in the Tirtha and made several kinds of donation to other Brahmins. Further down is the Manmata Tirtha. 95. This Tirtha is near the Lord Kalleshwara Swami temple to the east of the village. Lord Kalleshwara Swami is equal to Lord Mahabaleshwara Swami of the holy pilgrimage site of Gokarna. 96. If one bathes in the Manmata Tirtha and worships Lord Kalleshwara Swami according to procedure, one attains all 8 forms of prosperity. There is no doubt in this. 97. One attains infinite merits by performing Abhisheka to Lord Kalleshwara Swami in the month of Shravana and by performing the festival of lights during the month of Kartika. Along with all 8 siddhis, one also attains immortality. 98. Thus the great and divine Supreme Guru affectionately explained the greatness of the 8 Tirthas to all his devotees and disciples. Hearing the Supreme Guru's words, everyone was filled with happiness. 99. They said, O Supreme Guru, we have not heard about all these great details about these Tirthas. O Lord, with your grace we have heard all this and have become blessed. 100. O Supreme Lord, when there are such excellent Tirthas nearby, who will go that far a distance to seek other Tirthas? This is the most excellent Tirtha. Saying this, everyone performed all the requisite rituals to be performed at the Tirthas and made several donations. 101. Thus the Supreme Guru explained the greatness of all the Tirthas and went back to his mata. The aesthetic devotees and disciples arranged for a grand feast for all the Brahmins in honor of the Supreme Guru. 102. Guru Siddha said, O Namadharaka, for the sake of all the devotees, I have described to you the greatness of the 8 Tirthas, just as the Supreme Guru explained it to all his disciples. 103. That is why Saraswati, the son of Gangadhara, resided continuously in the beautiful city of Gandharva Nagara, which is replete with several kinds of extremely holy and divine Tirthas. Thus ends chapter 49 in the Bhakti Kaanda in the dialogue between Guru Siddha and Namadharaka in the text known as the Legend of Narasimha Saraswati, authored by Gangadhara Saraswati in the Marathi language as Sri Guru Charitra and referred to as Sri Guru Samhita, composed in the Sanskrit language by His Holiness Sri Vasudevananda Saraswati. Om Tat Sat, Mantrahina, Kriyahina, Bhaktihina, Kshamapate. Om Sri Krishnarpanamastu.